You've quit on yourself more times than you'd like to count. The workout plan that lasted 11 days. The book still stuck on page 12, 3 months later. The business idea that got a Notion app, a logo, and nothing else. And every time you land on the same explanation, maybe you're just not built for this. Maybe other people have something you don't. You're wrong about that, but you're not wrong that something is different about them. Let me show you what it actually is. Two people join the same gym on the same day with the same goal. 90 days later, one of them is still showing up. The other hasn't been back since week 2. Same motivation on day 1. Same excitement. So what actually split them apart? It wasn't discipline. It was something neither of them noticed happening in real time. See, your brain runs on one rule above every other rule. Spend as little energy as possible. That rule kept humans alive for 100,000 years. It just wasn't built for a world with gyms and books and businesses. So the moment something feels difficult, your brain does what it's always done. It looks for the exit. Not because you're lazy, because comfort has always been the safer bet, biologically speaking. Watch this. You can scroll for 2 hours without a single ounce of effort, but 10 pages of a book feels like dragging a suitcase uphill. Same brain. Two completely different price tags. One of those activities pays you back in 3 seconds. The other pays you back in 3 months. Guess which one your brain keeps choosing? And this is where most people get the diagnosis wrong. They think the problem is motivation, so they chase more of it. Pump up videos, countdown timers, new notebooks, new shoes. But motivation was never the missing piece. It was never supposed to be the engine. It's just a spark, and sparks don't last 90 days. Now back to those two gym members. The one who's still going didn't rely on motivation. He built a routine so small, quitting would have required more effort than showing up. 15 minutes, no debate, no mood check, just the next rep. Some days he wanted to be there. Most days he didn't. It stopped mattering either way, because the decision had already been made for him, weeks earlier. The one who quit tried to overhaul his entire life in a week. 5 a.m. alarms, 2-hour sessions, a diet plan with zero flexibility. It held together for 9 days. Then real life happened. A late night at work, a sick kid, one missed morning, and the whole plan came apart because there was no room in it for a bad day. That's the pattern behind almost every failed habit. Not too little ambition, too much, too fast, with no room to fail. So shrink it. 1 page, 1 rep, 10 minutes on the clock. Small enough that skipping it feels harder than doing it. Here's why that works. A habit that's small can survive a bad day. It can survive a bad week. And survival is the only thing that actually compounds. Because a habit you do for 10 minutes every day for a year will always beat a habit you do perfectly for 9 days and then abandon. And remember this part because it matters more than anything else in this video. Missing a day never ended anyone's progress. Deciding not to come back, that's the only thing that ever did. Everyone in that gym missed a day at some point. The ones still going just never let one missed day turn into a missed month. So which one of those two gym members are you going to be? Because the version of you a year from now is already being built. 1 rep, 1 page, 1 ordinary Tuesday at a time. Not on the days everything lines up. On the days it doesn't. If this helped you see it differently, follow ThinkRich for more breakdowns like this every week. And today, before anything else, pick the smallest possible version of the thing you keep putting off. Not the ambitious version, the embarrassingly small one. Then go do it. Not because you feel ready, because that's the only difference that was ever there between the two people in this story. And it's the same difference between who you are right now and who you're about to become.